It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Saturday, February 18th. I'm Michael Groff. We had a little bit of light rain overnight, but that's just a sneak preview of the very active weather we'll see in the valley for the next 24 to 36 hours. Windy conditions, cooler temperatures, widespread, locally heavy rain, and the flash flood potential is elevated as well. So a lot to talk about as we look outside this morning and see what's happening. Cloudy skies right now. It's windy out, and yes, it's really warm to start the day. 64 degrees right now at Sky Harbor at 6 a.m. Dew points at 44, relative humidity 49%. The winds are from the south-southeast at 11 miles per hour, very gusty in spots, and the barometer 29.60 inches and falling. Temperatures across the region driven by the clouds, wind, and incoming moisture. We are in the upper 50s to mid 60s. A few of these numbers are around 20 degrees warmer than where they should be. Meanwhile, in the satellite picture, a deepening trough off the west coast, a very broad southerly flow out ahead of that. Plenty of clouds moving on in here. This was the radar at 6 o'clock this morning. A few showers still around the valley, but we do see a bit of a lull coming in here for the next couple of hours. See some moderate rain out there towards southwest and western Arizona, southeast California. And some of that rain that moved through here earlier this morning now further to the north, heading into portions of Yavapai, northern Gila County. On the watch warning map, flash flood watches across much of the southwest and western states, winter weather advisories, winter storm warnings in the Sierra, flood warnings in parts of California as well. They've been inundated by very heavy rain and some very strong winds, even some thunderstorms out there. Some wind advisories in southeast Arizona. Let's talk about this flash flood watch that's in effect for our area. That's going in effect this morning at 11 a.m., continuing through tomorrow morning, and it includes Gila, Yavapai, northern Maricopa, including the Phoenix area, Yuma, La Paz, and Mojave counties in Arizona. So the potential of flood and flash flooding exists in and close to this watch area during that time period. Some heavy rain is expected. We'll talk about that momentarily. On the convective outlook, no organized areas of severe weather across the country. Some thunder possible here in southern Arizona. We'll talk about that threat and everything else as we take a look at the models and see what's happening. This is the GFS, the 06Z run, valid at 5 o'clock Mountain Standard Time today. There's that deep upper trough that'll be moving in here and deepening surface low. This thing is going to start to go negative tilt this afternoon. So, good surface low out there just west of Yuma this afternoon. Diffluent flow will be coming in here later today. Widespread rain will be picking up in aerial coverage and intensity as we go through the late morning and afternoon hours. Right now, the main threat is across southwest and western Arizona, but that'll be shifting east as we go through the day today. Let's take a look at some of the high-resolution models and see what they're saying about all this. This is the High-Resolution Rapid Refresh, or HRRR model. This is this morning at 8 a.m., and it seems to be handling and initializing the current weather situation very well, so that's why I'm going with this model over the NAM. Although all the high-resolution models seem to have a good idea as to what's going on. It looks like a bit of a lull in here through much of the morning hours. Now, that's not to say it won't rain this morning, but I think the rainfall from 6 a.m. through noon today will be more isolated and showery in nature. Then this is the HRRR at noon. You see another band of rain coming in here. This will be the beginning of the prime time, the main threat from this system. And then by 5 o'clock this afternoon, rain across much of south central Arizona, including the valley, and a few thunderstorms possible. Let's look at the instability profile. This is off the NAM tonight at 9 o'clock. And I think the main window for any thunder and the heaviest rain that we could see will begin this afternoon and continue through the evening hours. And you see values here, CAPE, this is the surface-based CAPE, exceeding 1,000 joules per kilogram over southwest Arizona, northwest Mexico, and getting into southeast California. So the best threat for thunder will be out that way, but we do have a small risk of some thunderstorms here in the valley late this afternoon and tonight. These storms won't be particularly strong or severe, but if you get under one of those, we'll be capable of producing some locally heavy rain. Otherwise, widespread moderate rain, good southerly flow will be pulling in plenty of subtropical moisture. You get to the mountains north and east of Phoenix with that good orographic lifting that'll be going on and the jet-forced ascent that's associated with this low-pressure area. We're going to see plenty of rain across the valley, and especially in the mountains north and east of Phoenix, thus the flash flood watch. By tomorrow, much of this starts to push off to the east, but we'll still have lingering moisture and instability around. So while I don't think tomorrow is going to be quite as wet as today, still mostly cloudy skies, scattered to numerous showers off and on throughout the day. And if we do see any sun, I think that may help to create a bit more instability, and we might even have some isolated thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon in the valley. Not a big risk, but certainly a possibility. So again, the rain threat will be tapering off, but certainly will not be over by tomorrow afternoon. High temperatures both today and tomorrow, a little bit tricky. I think this morning will be pretty warm. That wind is going to help to drive those temperatures upwards, but I think we're going to stay below 70 today and certainly low to mid 60s for tomorrow as the cooler air associated with this system starts to move on in here. This is the rainfall off the GFS through tomorrow night, and it's showing values around 1 inch to 1.25 inches, maybe 1.5 inches here in the valley, and you see across northern Maricopa County, portions of Yavapai and Gila County up toward Payson. Pretty good rains in excess of 2 inches in those regions, as well as over portions of northern Yuma, southern La Paz counties, and just northeast of Tucson, some pretty heavy rain in parts of Mojave County as well. So the flash flood watch certainly seems warranted. And anytime you see any running water, you don't want to cross those areas. Normally dry washes, creek beds, river beds will be running with this system. Of course, there will be some snow in the high country as well. So plenty of hazards to look out for this weekend. Travel probably not overly advised. All right, then by Monday, most of this will taper off. I do think we have a risk of some pretty dense fog here Monday morning. We'll watch for that threat. Otherwise, Monday looks like a partly cloudy day, a bit warmer. High temperatures upper 60s and low 70s. On Tuesday, high pressure continues to build in. We'll be in the low to middle 70s. And then partly cloudy on Wednesday. Another trough begins to approach the area, though. High temperatures mid 70s, the sky partly cloudy. Wednesday night, maybe a chance of a rain or snow shower in northern Arizona, but I think this is more of a glancing blow from this system as most of the energy stays well to the north of Arizona. Then on Thursday, we're partly cloudy, a bit cooler. High temperatures mid to upper 60s. Our low temperatures should dip during this time as well, but we'll be back down in the 40s. Haven't been there in a while. And then this is Friday. And again, we're between systems here. Looks like partly cloudy skies. High temperatures about 70. Here's a week from today, Saturday, February 25th, and another short wave appears to be heading down our way from the northwest. The thing about this is that, again, this is moving over land, and most of the energy will stay north of Arizona. Those two factors keep us dry. Not really a lot of moisture advection with this. Just some cooler temperatures, some breezy conditions coming in. High temps upper 60s. Here's Sunday. That system passes us by to the north. There's a small chance of a shower with it, I suppose, but generally I think just partly cloudy skies, breezy and cooler, mid to upper 60s on Sunday. And then this is the end of the forecast period Monday, February 27th. And again, a risk of maybe a shower, but another system that's moving mostly over land. The one thing of note here is that temperatures will stay well below normal. Highs mostly mid 60s if this verifies. Could even be cooler than that. Let's check the temperatures off the European ensemble through the period. Warmer conditions coming our way the early part of this upcoming week. But then after that, we look to stay below normal for the rest of February and into early March. And that's a look at the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. Our next video back here tomorrow morning. Really do appreciate you checking us out every day. Be safe out there. It's going to be a crazy weekend of weather. And have a great Saturday.